Hi, this is Brian Daniel, and today I want to do a crash test review over the Thomas Nelson New King James Version large print thin line reference Bible. And this is a Bible I've had about to go on 2 years this coming July, but I figured I'd do a video on this one, as this one has been my workhorse. I've been using this one every day, and you get to see how it's endured through this almost 2 years now. It did come in this box, the Premier Collection from Thomas Nelson. They have really nice boxes, as you can see there. All of the features are here if you want to pause it there. I know there are already many reviews on this Bible, but I wanted to show a crash test of how it's withstood use over time. There's the ISBN number there. Anyways, that's the box. Now to the Bible. This is a black goatskin leather. This was actually my first Premier Bible that I've ever purchased. At that time, I actually got a really good deal on Amazon with the coupon, and I believe I only paid about $60 for this. Overall, though, Thomas Nelson's Premier Collection, I believe, in my opinion, for the bang for your buck, they are really good. You're looking at getting a premium Bible around $100, a little bit over $100, whereas other publishers will be well over $200. But this is a perimeter stitch, and as you can see, it's been almost 2 years, and this Bible has been used every day in my studies, my daily devotion, and taking it with me to different places. But there's the spine there. You have the printed spine hubs there. There are no raised spine hubs, but you have the New King James Version, Thomas Nelson, Holy Bible there. The back, just the goat skin. Again, the perimeter stitch. And it is pretty floppy. And as you can see, there's some dust there from the use. And of course, I have my tabs here for when I use those, but this liner has withheld really good. Edge-lined Bible there. And I have my notes there. The presentation page, there is of course, the page here that you do not want to tear this apart, as this keeps the stability of the Bible there. There's that cardstock presentation page, the Holy Bible, New King James Version, Thomas Nelson, and here's the copyright information there. NKJV Thinline Reference Bible, large print, printed in China there. Table of contents, the preface, and right into the Old Testament. I do like, this is one of my favorite layouts. Of course, the NKJV version is, for me, been the main version that I've used, although I love a lot of the other translations as well. But here goes right into, and it's a 2-column layout with references at the bottom and the footnotes. And so, as you can see, there's some writing there with pigment micron pins. Usually the underline I use 05, and this paper is 36 GSM. And of course the camera picks up this see-through there. There's not as much, as pretty opaque paper. I actually like this paper of the Premier Collection for the price, and it holds up well with writing, highlighting. And you can see here, if I turn it over, you're not going to see very much show through, even with the highlighter. As you can see, there's not really any show through. And that's what I like about this paper. I've been able to write in it, highlight, and there's no bleed through, very little show through, if any. I did get some bleed through with some of the wax highlighters that I was using at the beginning. I got away from those, but the highlighters that I use now, there's really no bleed through. I like the font. It's 11-point font, and the leaf spacing in between the lines and the words, very easy to read, very easy to read. And of course the chapter numbers are in red, the topic headings or the headings are in red, and at the top right you have the page number, and then of course the book and where you're at the end of the page, as well as the left side. There is enough gutter space where even in the middle of the Bible you're not gonna have difficulty getting to the words, because there's plenty of space there in the gutter to be able to read very easily. That's probably one of the reasons why I've used this Bible the most. Is first of all, it's my first one, and second of all, just the easeability to read is just amazing, just great. Thomas Nelson, I believe, does a good job, a great job of these. Now that I've written this one up, I'm looking forward to maybe getting a green one. I've seen some reviews on the green one, and maybe one of these days I'll get the green large print Thinline Premier Collection. But here's the poetic setting. Here you have that poetic setting. And this one does have the words of Christ in black. So there's no red letter on this Premier Collection, which I like either one, as long as the letters in red are not nice and dark. It's good for me. Other than that, black letter or red letter, really not a big game changer for me, or a big deal, depending on the Bible. And just kind of flipping through to kind of give you an idea. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. But to the end, this is not a full review, just kind of a crash test so you could see kind of how this Bible's held up very quickly. There is a concordance, pretty good size concordance for the size. And then you have your maps, Thomas Nelson maps in the back there on that semi-gloss cardstock paper. And then the liner there, sorry about that. And that is there. I wanted to compare this one with a couple of other premium editions. Of course, the price for this, I believe I've seen online somewhere under $100 for a goatskin edition. And this was one that I hope to pass on after I pass away to someone, and that way they can see all my notes. And so this is going to be kind of an heirloom Bible eventually. But I did want to compare it with a couple of other premium Bibles. The other one is that I purchased the end of 2022, which is the NLT Schuyler Quintel. Of course, the price is just about double for one of these. This is also goatskin, but this came in the green goatskin. The reason why I wanted to compare is because the layout is about the same. It's about the same. And going straight into, say, the book of Psalms, where there's a poetic setting. So here we got Psalms, chapter 1. Sorry, I'm hitting the camera here. And then kind of give a comparison here, Psalm and Psalm. Hopefully I can get these on the camera. So here we have the Thomas Nelson versus the quintel here. You can kind of see there the font of the quintel seems maybe a little bit, well, about the same. Seems like the spacing is a little bit more on the quintel, but kind of give you an idea. The opacity on the quintel is actually pretty good. It is a 28 GSM paper, but I found that the 28 GSM doesn't, to me, take the highlighting as well. And I don't remember where I actually highlighted in here, but it seemed like the show through was going through, whereas the opacity on the Thomas Nelson seemed to be a little bit more opaque compared to the 28 GSM paper. And of course, this is a high quality paper as well for the quintel. A great Bible, just made very well. And of course, this one is, I believe, yes, printed and bound by Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands, which do a fantastic job at printing and binding Bibles. There's the quintel compared to the Premier Collection there. Another one is it's kind of a different layout, but another premium Bible with a blue goatskin, which is the turquoise, the Cambridge turquoise. And this one is a verse by verse, whereas the Thomas Nelson large print thin line is in paragraph format. And just kind of show you Psalm chapter 1 here. There's kind of it's a different font there, but just to kind of give you an idea there, the different size. And of course, this is a 2-column with a center column reference there, center column references there. That's the turquoise. And of course, one of my all-time favorite Bibles I like to compare is the Cambridge Concord, because this is one of the favorite footprints of mine that I like, the footprint that I like. And of course, it's going to be a little bit smaller than that thin line there. And let me do that comparison with the quintel, because the quintel is almost the same footprint there. As you can see, I think it's a little thicker. The quintel is a little thicker there. And then of course the turquoise, I didn't do the side by side on with the turquoise, but just to give you an idea, the turquoise of course is a little thicker, but as far as height, just about the same, maybe a touch higher. It's a little bit less wide by very little, as you can see there. But just to kind of give you an idea, this Thomas Nelson large print thin line reference Bible, I believe, is a great Bible, and it has lasted me almost 2 years now, and I look forward to many more years of filling it up and then eventually going as an heirloom to somebody after I pass away. So this is a review, crash test. So if you have any questions or anything, you can put them in the comments. Hopefully this was kind of helpful to give you an idea of how it would hold up over time and how it compares to these other Bibles. Until the next Bible review, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.